What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at how to execute a sacrificial swap. And what do I mean by that? Well, when your PvP battles come down toward the end of the fight, someone's going to have two Pokemon and someone's going to have one Pokemon in some circumstances. Now, in this situation, the person who has two Pokemon has the opportunity to swap in his second Pokemon, or her second Pokemon, to use it as basically a shield. So if you're out of shields, you can use a Pokemon as a shield, and that'll really come in clutch to help you win fights that would otherwise be a losing matchup. So I'm going to show you guys two battles, one of which was in Argentina against Masticore, not the current rank 1, but the rank 1 for a long time that you guys know. This was a Nightmare Cup battle against Masticore. And then the second match is going to be from my Regional Cup tournament, which I participated in this last weekend, which I actually won. So if you guys haven't seen that video, there's going to be a link up there somewhere popping in right about now. You guys can go check that out. And this happened actually in the first game, in the first match, everything. The very first game I had to execute on this sacrificial swap. And this, as you guys will see, if you can execute this correctly, it can win you a losing match. Before we get into that, I just want to give the biggest shout out and love and thank you and gratitude and everything. If you guys have seen the Regional Cup video, there's a GoFundMe campaign to help me get to Chicago to shoutcast the Worlds Tournament in the Sylph League Arena on their Twitch, just like I did in Argentina, because I spent all of my extra money to go to Argentina to do that. So I just want to thank everyone who has been donating. We are about 10% of the way in just 24 hours since recording this. So thank you guys so much. Thank you everyone who has been donating. I appreciate the support, and I hope to see you guys at Worlds, because the comments I've been seeing from the donations is you guys are going to be there. So I hope I get to see you guys, and thank you all for the donations. And if you want to check that out, there's going to be a link down in the description to help get Zyonik to Chicago Worlds. So thank you guys, and we're just gonna dive into this strategies to dominate video that you guys can use in the Rainbow Cup. Now, I do apologize, these battles aren't Rainbow Cup battles, but the strategies are what's important. So let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. But like always, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the latest Pokemon Go PvP content. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So if we get right into this match, we're about halfway through the battle. As you guys notice, it's a Skarmory versus Skarmory fight. So I'm going to be shielding this Sky Attack. And as you notice, he has two Pokemon left with one shield, and I have two Pokemon left with no shields. So I'm definitely at a huge disadvantage here. And we have the exact same Pokemon. We both have Skarmory, and we both have a Azumarill in the back. But watch what I do, guys. I go for this Sky Attack here. I swap to a Azumarill to soak his Sky Attack. And I'm going to use my Skarmory as a shield. So we're just going to farm this Skarmory. Now, I think he was trying to go for a Flash Cannon to try to get as much damage as he could. I go for the Play Rough here. As you guys see, it's a mirror match, and he has a shield. So there should be an advantage, right? But I have stored energy. That's what the advantage is. I have stored energy, and I have Skarmory as a shield. So we're just going to keep going for Play Roughs here. And I'm looking to switch, and I notice my timer now. So I know he's going to get his Play Rough off here. This isn't going to kill me, but it's going to start getting me low. So once I get this Play Rough off, right now, notice how I did 2 extra bubbles. I can swap out. This is going to force his shield, and now he's going to use Play Rough on my Skarmory, as you guys see right here. So now he has drained his energy, but because I have 2 extra bubbles from overcharging, I'm going to beat him to the Play Rough. So technically, if you guys notice, it was Skarmory versus Skarmory and Azumarill versus Azumarill. My Skarmory had half health and he had 1 shield and I had no shields, but I was able to turn it around because I was able to farm, and I was able to swap in the Skarmory as a shield. So we are just going to rewind just a little bit to the Skarmory towards the end of the Azumarill versus Azumarill, so you guys can see what actually happened when we break this down. So he's getting off the play rough here, and I know this is getting me low, and so I'm going to overcharge. As you guys see there, I did 2 extra bubbles, then went for the play rough, so that when he is now, I'm swapping into Skarmory, now his play rough is going to be triggered and have to be used on my Skarmory. So now my Azumarill comes in and I'm a bubble ahead, which means I'm able to get the play rough off and finish off the first round. So GG's to my opponent there, but that is a way to sacrificial swap to turn what is a loss into a victory. Alright, so for this next match, it's against Masticore 15, one of the world's best players that you guys have known. You have seen him on the leaderboards. He is an ace trainer. So in this battle, I utilized the sacrificial swap to sacrifice my Alolan Raticate to set up my Skuntank to win. So we lead off with Alolan Raticate, and he leads off with Spiritomb. So this is very positive for us. He is swapping to Toxicroak, so I'm going to go to my own Toxicroak. And shields are going to get burned here. We know that. We both just swapped in, so both shields will be getting burned on these Mud Bombs. So I'm going to go for my own Mud Bomb now. He is going to shield, and he's just going to send one right back. Both shields are just going to get deleted in this pairing right here because we want to try to come out on top. So I shield again for his Mud Bomb. Now I'm going for my own Mud Bomb, and I get it off, and he is going to shield right here, and then he's going to get his Mud Bomb off. Alright, so my Toxicroak is now going to go down, and then I'm going to bring in, once the timer goes down, as you guys notice, I'm going to bring in Skuntank. Why? He's going to use a Mud Bomb, so I'm going to swap to Alolan Raticate, right there, soak the Mud Bomb, and my Skuntank has stored energy, guys. So, Alolan Raticate takes down the Toxicroak. He's going to bring in Xatu now. Xatu's going to get hit by this crunch with no shields, right? So that's going to be tons of damage. And now I have Skuntank coming in with charged energy. I can farm off of the Xatu, and then I can go for the crunch on the Spiritomb. And since I have stored energy, I'm going to be able to get off another crunch before he can get to Shadow Ball to finish me off. So GG's right there, Masticore. But I'm going to rewind again to show you guys what happened. We're going to go back to the point where my Toxicroak went down to Mud Bomb. So he's getting off his Mud Bomb right now. As you guys can see, my Toxicroak's going to go down. So notice the timer. I'm letting it go down. I bring in Skuntank to make him force that Mud Bomb. So I swap to Alolan Raticate when the Mud Bomb is going to be going off to absorb the Mud Bombs because it's not going to be doing super effective damage. And then this sets me up for success, which would have otherwise been a very losing game. Now I can get off the crunch to do tons of damage to the Xatu. My Skuntank has some stored energy from before, and it's going to gain even more stored energy now off of this Xatu, and I'm going to be able to get off 2 crunches before he can get the Shadow Ball off to finish the game. So that is sacrificial swapping, and it's not an easy thing to master. I mess it up a lot. And when you guys are seeing this is just a very refined, perfect timing swap. This doesn't happen all the time. This is not something you can just do out of nowhere. You have to have a lot of practice, and you have to know when by counting the moves. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys found it informative. So be sure to smash that like button and comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this sacrificial swap, and if you guys have been doing it in your own tournaments and having success, because this is a very good strategy to have to take what would be a loss and turn it into a victory. So like always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.